Hello. So here we meet and co-possession man.
Yes, I am Christian.
So this is a group of three people. Actually, we're going to talk about lace. In mid-actualities like biologyonline.org, they say that lace is a group or population of humans categorized based on the basis of various sets of predictable characteristics like color of skin, eyes, hair, etc. So it doesn't mean there people have different views about this. So we're going to discuss some of those views. Yeah, so let me start with Christian.
Yes, thank you, Jean. Different people have different views about race, but for me, I am going to discuss about race is a modern idea. What do you think about if race is a modern idea or not? The first thing is that according to the American Anthropological Association, they say that during the 19th century, people in the United States of America use race in order to categorize the slaves that are there in that people. So from that, you understand that the race comes in the situation of slavery, you know, and by reading different books, you will find that in the 13th century there was no race because people are classified according to their religion, their class, to their social classes, to their languages. That it's all about that. So you understand that the race is a modern idea. It comes in that period when the period of slavery, the colonialism comes.
So maybe I can ask you some question. So if you are saying that maybe a lace is a modern idea, what do you think maybe before slavery? So you say that lace was used before in slavery, starting from slavery, but I was wondering maybe what happened before. If they say lace is a group of people with a certain characteristics, what do you think maybe before? Was there no such people?
Okay, from my own understanding, I think that in the past, in the ancient people, there was race, but it was on the same level as in this period. So the race was there, but those people consider or take into consideration their religion, their languages, or their social classes, instead on basing too much on their races, the color of their skin, or the region that people comes from. Yes.
Thank you. From what you said, I have also another next myth whereby the people, which is race has no genetic basis. Actually, if you're believing in Bible, if you're a Christian, you can't say that race has genetic basis, because when God created a person, he created one person, so which means we are one creator in to God. So all of us belongs to God. There is no race, there is no genetic for all the people. So according to time.com, in each of these races, a different set of genes has been changed by natural selection. So here we can say that environment, it is the one which can change a person. So you can't say that there is a less in this part. So due to the environment, that the person can be classified certainly less, but at a certain period of time, you can also check. So how can you inspire that person? Yet yet he has been changed at a certain period of time. So here I can say that, so we don't have to consider that a person is in business. So but we can even say that a person will its environment, where he lives, what he eats, whatever he do. So
you mean like the food also can just you mean that food can just characterize contribute to someone's characteristics?
yeah, of course, because the food can, there are some foods which can contribute in how people behave, mindset. So we know there are some foods which have sometimes, if you study biology, you can know that. So from my own understanding and my belief, so we don't have to consider as less as a part which can classify a person. So all the people are the same and believing in one God only. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gisele. From what you have been saying, I have a question. What is the role, or what is the main role of genetics in defining or in characterizing the characteristics of people?
Okay, thank you. The role of genetic, I think it can be to contribute on how a person can behave in front of you. So what you consider now, so it can help you to know the direct knowledge about someone, but it is not permanent.
Yes. From that, people have different genetics.
Yeah, of course.
If it is that people have different genetics, they should be also digital.
Yeah, they are different, but there is what we call evolution. So evolution is something that contributes much in the change of someone or other people. So once a person is a different by genetic, when evolution comes, he will also be different. So in this case, you will never get a permanent truth about the change of a human being. Okay, thank you. Also, there is, so we can say that it's reasonable to ask if genetic pressure in Jewish social history may have enhanced their progenitive. So think about that. When the Jews, in the period of Jews, so but still now they are not like how they were. So if you consider genetic, so how can you describe that?
So for me, let me just give you my point of view. Sometimes people used to go to test DNA
Yes.
so that they can know whose child is if the child is their own or they don't belong in the same family. So I think like genes exist in people, and those genes contribute a lot in shaping a person, in giving the characteristics to a person. And if people share the same genes, they should have the same race. So I think like race exists and it is based on maybe on genetic basis. So I might be against you because you say race doesn't have genetic basis, but me, if I can say, there is somewhere they say in all human beings they have about 70
70%.
About
87, 96.
around 80% of genes are the same for humankind.
Yes.
But those difference, about 20% of your genes, they can just characterize whose person is in which days.
Okay, let me ask you one question. So if let me consider that kind of measured DNA. So let's speak about intermarriages. So when intermarriage
Interracial marriage.
came in Africa. So if a white person marries a black person, so we are still considering race and genetic. Okay, so about the intermarriage, how can you call it that situation?
So it's mean
Let's find the genetic and race.
It's mean balance, white balance and black balance. The child will have genes which are the same as their parents, but you are asking what would be the race. So let me first think about it. Maybe if you say that a children who is coming from both parents from white and black, they have the same genes, but maybe it can be like another race.
Another race. Which race?
It can be a new race. It can be a new race. So maybe it's hard to define a race.
Yeah.
But allow me to give you like another news that exists in people. There is another list which say that race is just means white and black. As you said in the example that you gave, you said white and black. You didn't think about other races that exist in the world. But they say that race is just based on white and black. So here there is main fact that maybe people based on in order to say that race is white and black. There is slavery. You know that slavery which started about in 15th century in European countries and 17th centuries in American country. So you would say that slavery was based on trading black people from Africa especially as slave. So people, it was like white people are oppressing black people. So that's maybe the one point that people based on in order to say race is white and black. Another thing, as you said also, you have said that maybe from slavery is where the word race come from. There is another things to consider that's happened in 19th century, about in 19th century, colonization. Colonization is also another fact of saying that maybe it's about white and black. You know that European countries come in Africa to colonize just African people. So you know that other people like European also goes in America to colonize them. So those doesn't last longer as in Africa and in Asia. You know that in those countries they have like colonization. So all that's happening in about 19th century. So there is also another problem about racism. Racism in European countries and the American countries is mostly based on white and people. White people and black people. So white people are saying that they are superior and the black people are just lower people. The least people, they consider them as if they are not human beings. They consider them as gorilla, as a monkey, as whatever. So you know, those are the facts that maybe people are basing on in order to say that race is white and black. But according to Basel.com, they say that race, there is about four major races all over the world, but there is sub. So you can't just define races, there is sub races, as you have asked about if white people and white people and black people they gave birth for a child, that child will be in which race? There is a sub race. What's called a sub race. So according according to also they say that it is not easy to define those sub-races, but they just categorize about four major races, which is Caucasoids, which characterizes white people, Negroid, which characterizes black people, Mongoloids, which characterizes about those Asian people. Sometimes they are referred as yellow people, and Australoids. Australoids are those people in Australia, and those people are considered as if they are people from Africa who just exiled to the. So you see there is about four major categories of race, which means that race doesn't necessarily mean white and black. So maybe there is reason behind those people saying that's white and black, because they have for long years those conflict between white and black, slavery, colonization, racism. So but race doesn't limit to white and black.
Yes, I have one question for you. Why do you think nowadays people take too much consideration on the race by basing on black people and white people? What's the reason behind which makes people think about, when you think about race, you directly think about the white people and black people? Why do you think that?
So thank you for a good question, Christian. So for me, I think like for so long, white people were shown that they are just superior and powerful than black people. And this day, maybe black people, they have chance of studying, they have entered in schools, they have opportunity, they have some opportunities. So some of them want to just show that they have something they are capable of. And this conflict lies between white and people, whites and black people. So you know that this in the 21st century, this is the first one when America has a black president. So you can wonder if those black people were not there in America. In America, they have white, they have black, they have many other races there, but just this day they have only the first black president of America. So you see, maybe the reason behind of understanding that there is white and black people being so long used to show that they are superior than black, and they have many conflicts between white and black, like racism is the main reason those white and black. Colonialism was mainly a shock to black people mainly, and it was caused by white people.
Thank you, John. So there is something I want to ask you. So we have seen that there are so many myths that the people have still now. Some are considering themselves like black people and white. So others they consider genetics. The others they consider modern idea. So what would you recommend the people, or what advice can you give the people so that they can avoid those categories in lessons?
So thank you. For me, I think there is a point where you say people, we are all human beings, creation of God, as you say, for those who believe. So race can be there, but shouldn't be the main reason to separate people. We are all human beings, so we should respect each other, whether we are coming from different areas. I didn't maybe mention it, but those differences in characteristics might be depending on genetics difference or geographical environmental that you are living in. So we don't have to consider all of those. We have to respect each other as human beings. Just taking race as something which is big, making it as a reason to make people inferior, to make people superior, to
Yes, in addition to what the Lord comes to say, for me I think that people should know that the races can determine what people or what a person is capable of doing. You could have such race, but you have potential or you are able to perform what other races can perform. So I think that they can base it on that race, but it can base on what people or what a person is capable of doing.
Thank you. So all of us, all of the people, we should know that there is different colors, but not people. So we consider as one person. We don't have to consider the races. Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you very much.